If you clicked on this video, you're probably looking for the best place to park your cash and actually earn a solid return on it. My name is Charlie. I'm obsessed with high yield savings accounts. And honestly, I think they are one of the most underrated ways to grow your money with basically zero risk. I have a ton of cash sitting in high yield savings accounts right now, and I'm making tens of thousands of dollars a year just in interest. It's money that literally shows up while I sleep. So in this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 high yield savings accounts you should open right now. We'll talk about the pros and cons of each one and exactly how I would choose between them. And if you stick around to the end, I'll also tell you which one I think is the best overall pick. So let's get started. So the first high yield savings account we're talking about today is SoFi. Without a doubt, this is one of my top picks right now. And I currently park a ton of my own cash in my SoFi savings account. So right now you can get up to 4% APY with eligible direct deposit or qualifying deposits. And so if you zoom out and take a look at the other banks we're talking about in this video, this is the highest rate possible. Now, yes, you do have to do a little bit of work to qualify for that 4%, but I think it is completely worth it. Without direct deposit, you only get 1% APY. So you basically need to set up that direct deposit to get this good rate. And by the way, depending on when you guys are watching this video, some of these numbers might be a little bit different. We see interest rate cuts and hikes all the time, so these numbers might be a little bit shifted. So let's break this down a little bit more. So to get this 4% APY, there is this limited time 0.7% APY boost on top of the base 3.3%. As of right now, when I'm filming this video, this is still active, but you'll want to double check depending on when you're watching. So two of my favorite things about the SoFi account is that there is no minimum balance and there's no monthly fees. So it's super straightforward. You don't need to have X amount in your bank account. You don't need to pay like $5 or $10 per month. There's literally no additional fees. There's also a cash bonus right now. So you get a $50 bonus with $1,000 in direct deposits or $300 bonus with $5,000 or more in direct deposits. By the way, I'll have a link down below to SoFi. If you use that link, you'll be eligible for these bonuses and you'll also be able to get that interest rate boost. Now, another great thing about SoFi is that it's not just like a high yield savings account. It's pretty much a full-on banking platform. So if you want, you can also get a checking account, investing accounts, loans, crypto. It's all in one app. They also won NerdWallet's Best Overall Bank Award in 2026. I really don't care about these awards, but I just thought I should mention it. Personally, just for my own use, I really like SoFi. And overall, I'd say that it's really great if you want everything in one place, but just know that this boosted rate is a promo, so it could change at any time. Overall, a fantastic high yield savings account. That's why I use it a lot. And I think it's a great choice for almost everyone watching this video. Okay, the second high yield savings account we're talking about today is Barclays. So Barclays is one of the biggest banks in the world. You guys have probably heard of them and they've been around basically for forever. It's a very established company. So with Barclays, they have this tiered savings account that pays really well right now. If your account balance is under $250,000, you get 3.7% APY. And for balances of $250,000 or more, you get 3.85% APY. Now, this may change at any time, like I said before, but these are really solid rates. Just like with SoFi, there's also no minimum balance and there's also no monthly fees. Basically, if there's any bank that charges monthly fees, I'd say it's probably not worth it for a lot of people. And also the minimum balance thing, super annoying. You'll get like a warning or a charge if it goes underneath some certain minimum. And so yeah, I don't like recommending banks with this. Now, obviously this tier structure is pretty cool if you are able to save over $250,000 and you earn a bit more. But for most people, I think they'll be under $250,000. So you get that flat 3.7% APY. Now, right now, they're also running a $200 bonus if you actually create an account and keep $30,000 in the account for at least 120 days. This might change by the time you're watching this video, so just make sure it's still active. Now, just like a lot of the other banks we're talking about in this video, Barclays is online only for their high yield savings account. So there's no physical branches. It's also a lot less fancy than SoFi. So if you're looking for like a no frills account with not that many features, but a really solid rate, this could be a great choice. Personally, for me, I'd rather set up the direct deposit and get that higher rate with SoFi, but still a super solid choice. Okay, number 3 on my list is Synchrony. So Synchrony has been one of the most reliable high yield savings accounts for a long time. They're currently paying 3.5% APY. And just like with the other platforms, there's no minimum balance and there are no monthly fees. One cool thing about Synchrony is that they actually give you an ATM card for your savings account. This is pretty rare. None of the other ones have this. And basically what this gives you access to is like 400,000 different fee-free ATMs across the country. What they'll do is reimburse up to $5 per statement cycle for out-of-network ATM fees. So yeah, if you ever need to withdraw some money, this can come in handy. But I think for most people, it's not going to be that big of a benefit. Like you're not going to use it that much. There's also unlimited withdrawals. So there's no penalties for moving your money around, which is a bit different than the other banks and something that I do like. Now, like I said, Synchrony has been around for a long time. They're also FDIC insured, of course, so your money is safe. Overall, I'd say that it's a very dependable option. It's not the flashiest option. It doesn't have that really cool app that SoFi does, but the rate has stayed competitive even after a lot of other banks have dropped theirs. Overall, I'd say that this is a perfect high yield savings account for someone who wants easy access to their savings without jumping through any hoops. Yeah, pretty much there's not going to be too big of a difference between any well-known bank's high yield savings account product, besides of course their rates as well as what you need to do to get those rates. Okay, fourth on the list is CIT Bank. CIT Bank has their platinum savings account, which I think is a really solid option. If you are able to have a balance of $5,000 or more, you get 3.75% APY. Now, the big catch here is that if your balance actually goes below $5,000, the rate drops to just 0.25% APY, which is a huge difference. It basically makes it so that your money is no longer making any substantial interest. So you'll definitely want to only use this account if you have $5,000 or more at all times. There's also a minimum opening deposit of $100. It's not the worst, but it is there. And beyond that, there's no monthly fees, and you can also have unlimited transactions. So the only thing I don't like about this one is that it's mostly for people that have more money and want pretty stable interest rate without having to do any work and just getting that flat 3.75%. The only thing is you need to have at least $5,000 for this account to make sense. And there's no balance cap on this 3.75%. So, you could have 10,000, you could have $500,000, $2 million, whatever it is. Okay, so the fifth high yield savings account I want to talk about is Ally. You guys have probably heard of Ally. It's also one of the more well-known online banks out there. And it's also a lot of people's first high yield savings account. It was certainly mine. As of right now, Ally is paying 3.2% APY, which is a solid rate, don't get me wrong. But of course, it's not that competitive when you compare it to some of the other banks on this list. Now, that 3.2% is a flat rate. You don't need to do anything to get it. And there's also no minimum deposit. There's no monthly fees. And there's also no minimum balance you need to have. I've had my Ally account for 10 plus years now. I'd say that one of their big strengths is the overall banking experience. Their app is really good. It's very clean, easy to use. The customer service is great. And they also have this cool feature called buckets where you can organize your savings into different goals within the same account. My only gripe with Ally is that the rate is just okay. It's solid, but it's not the best. And I'd say it'd be a great choice for a beginner or someone that wants just a really easy sign up and user experience. They're also very reliable, of course, FDIC insurance. Yeah, just overall a solid choice. Okay, so now that we've covered these 5 different high yield savings accounts, you might be wondering which one is right for me. So this is basically what I'd say. If you want the highest rate possible right now, I'd say go with SoFi at 4% APY. All you need to do is set up direct deposit and you get that rate. It's really easy. If you have a large balance and you want a solid bank that pays a pretty good rate, I'd say go with Barclays at 3.7 to 3.85% APY, or go with CIT at 3.75% APY. The only thing with that one is you have to keep over $5,000 in it. If you want an account with ATM access that has a good rate, I'd go with Synchrony. And if you truly want a no frills, okay rate, but very easy to use high yield savings account, I'd go with Ally. You can also have more than one of these, right? So I personally have money spread across multiple high yield savings accounts. And one reason I do this is because all these banks are FDIC insured for up to $250,000 per depositor. So if you have over $250,000, it might make sense to put $250K into one, $250K into another, and so on. Again, these rates are variable and tied to the Fed, and the next Fed announcement is coming up really soon, so these could absolutely change. The most important thing is that you're not leaving your money at a regular savings account or a regular checking account earning basically nothing. I see so many people doing this. It really hurts my soul. And I think you should at least be getting some type of passive income to keep your money from just dying from inflation and just losing its value, right? There's really no excuse to have your money making 0.01% when you could be earning 3 to 4% with any of these options. And when it comes to personal finance, having a high yield savings account is one of the easiest quick wins you can do. You can literally set one up in under 5 minutes, put in your money, and start making some passive interest on the money you already have. You're basically making your money work for you. So hopefully this video helped you guys figure out which one is right for you. Again, all the links to the banks we talked about are going to be down below. If you do use those links, you'll get the best absolute rate. You might get some bonuses, and you'll also be helping support my channel and keeping content like this free. So thank you so much in advance. Share with a friend, and if you guys got any value from the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. I make a ton of videos about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and my whole goal is to help you guys live a financially successful life. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.